Well, welcome back to Backyard Cars, and today we're driving the Ford. Well, maybe. I mean, we got all the steering stuff in. It's got power steering, so we're going to check some fluids, and we're going to try and drive it. So go get your popcorn. I got to get the keys. So in case you missed it, or maybe you forgot, this is the 1950 Ford Custom. It's Larry's. And we put his 383 down in there for him. And we got the, I don't know if you can see it down in there, but we got the Fat Man F100 Borgenson power steering box conversion. You know, so we got power steering. GM power steering pump, obviously, and that was a booger. It's a kit that is made, you know, for the 48 to 51 shoebox with a factory Ford motor and factory Ford steering, and well, obviously none of that was what was here. Let's see if we can't peek up underneath here and take a look at the steering real quick, because that fought us tooth and nail. It's probably going to be real hard to see. But we had to get a little bend in the dealio to clear the, you know, toothy thing. And we spun the idler arm, which was on this side. We spun it around to the right side over there now. So now they both wipe in the same direction instead of one wiping this way and one wiping. It was really bad. It was really bad. And so this is a Fat Man kit that you're looking at. That's their center link and their tie rod stuff and all that. We just had to, well, we just bent it so that it would clear, because the 350 does not clear the steering in a shoebox. You know, so when you're going to put the 350 in there, remember that. You're going to have steering issues. Okay, so I didn't know this because I'm not a Ford guy, but apparently when you put the 350 into the 48 to 51 Fords, you have to put the Nova oil pan. So if you have a passenger side dipstick, one-piece rear main seal motor, you're not putting it into the shoebox unless you're doing the Mustang 2 front end. If you're going to try and put that motor in here with the factory steering, you're going to have problems. So with that said, I'm going to do a little review now on the Fat Man Borgenson power steering gearbox upgrade kit. I know some of y'all were looking at the air cleaner like, what the heck? Well, listen, it's the only one I had. The one that was on it was way too small, and this one's way too big, and the stud wasn't big enough, so I had to flip this so that it'd hold it together. But that's enough airflow. I mean, he's got to get an air filter. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to keep the cost down and what he's, you know, what we're doing. Anyhow, the Borgenson Fat Man power steering pump kit and all that. Would I suggest it to you? I don't know. If your car is completely stock and you got a stock Ford motor, or maybe even the 302 in there, and you got all the stock steering, it's much cheaper. It's probably $1,000 cheaper to do this, and it's going to be an upgrade. But if you got something like this going on, it's not going to work for you. And from my experience, if you run into issues and you call Fat Man, because they made all these parts except for the box, well, Fat Man has horrible customer service. They answered the phone for me one time. And they told me that we make the parts for Borgenson. Call Borgenson. So that was of no help. I called Borgenson and they tried to be helpful, and they said the only thing that we sell from them is the bracket. So I tried 4 more times to call back to Fat Man, and they never answered the phone. So they have horrible customer service. They don't back up the product. Not this product, at least. But enough of that. We've been working hard on this, and I'm not going to lie to you. I drove it. I've already driven it. I went down the street and back in it. And then I readjusted the front end because she was towed out so far, it sounded like a scolded dog, you know? You just smacked it on the tail hind and it's getting out of there, you know? So that was pretty rough. But we got it dialed in now. We're towed in a hair, and I think we're going to be good. So, what's left to do? Let's fire it up and let's go for a drive. I mean, it really is it the first drive? It's going to be the first good drive. I sure hope it still has brakes, because I'm not in the mood to bleed brakes today. I said it. It's still got fluid in it. Can we check some other fluids? Should we check fluids? Maybe we should. I don't know. What fluid? Do you want to get in here and look real quick? It's been sitting all night, so does it? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got oil. Plenty of oil, right? Okay. What else do you check? Ow, I just hit my head on the hood. It's dangerous, guys. If you got one of these shoe boxes, what's that filter look like? Oh, that looks horrible. We already need to get a new one. Okay, I mean, nothing a brand new motor can't chew on, right? Right. Ow, I hit my head really hard on this edge on the other side, and you just remember the shoebox hood will get you. I don't know, it looks good. Oh yeah, I gotta get down in here. I don't know if you can see this. This is just for looks. It has no support factor at all, but we're gonna mount that right up there against the firewall just to kind of clean that look up a little bit, you know? So I still got to do that, but that won't hurt us from driving today. Let's just make sure we got nothing. Oh, why are those touching the? I'm gonna need to pick this up a little bit here. I'm gonna need a zip tie. I'm gonna need a zip tie. Why do you want to rest on the header? I don't understand. Do I need to pop that plug and go over top of this wire? Let's see. I can't do that, I don't think. With one hand, can I? Sure you can. Oh, that boot is torn. That's not good. Let's see. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. Let's mark it down for... We need a set of plug wires. It faces down, does that matter? I mean, there's nothing. It can't arc to the header down there, so we're going to be alright for now. Don't tell nobody you saw it. Let's just let it be. Hush. If we start arcing, we know where to look. You know what I'm saying? We know where to look. Alright, that looks like we took care of that. We don't want to burn through what we've already burned through. Alright. I guess we gotta get some keys, and oh, my phone is in the sun. That isn't good. Okay, we gotta get some keys and do the starting thing. feeling pretty good. It's driving pretty good. It's driving like a 1954. The speedometer's not working and it sounds like birds are in there chirping. It's calling for backup. But it's driving pretty good. I want to get on it, but I can't. One thing I love about this car is these wing windows. The air is just flowing in right now, keeping it cool. 250 AC. That wasn't even into the 4 barrels. Well, there she is. The old Ford is back on the road and cruising. 383, upgraded power steering, looking clean, yeah. I went and cleaned up the wheels a little bit, but you know, got it all shined up a little. After about 8 or 10 years of sitting in the garage, and it's back on the road. And, well, I bet Larry's looking down, smiling right now. Well, the old Ford is back on the road, and that was the goal, and it's doing pretty good. So, I hope you liked it. I hope that Larry liked it. I hope he's smiling right now. We tried to We tried to do it like you'd have done it, fella. So, my hat's off to you. Thank Rich for letting me get a shot at this. And appreciate y'all for watching. So go down there, hit the like thing, subscribe, the thumb thing, leave a comment, hopefully a good one, and come back and see what we do next time. Who knows what it's going to be. I know I got a big 87 brick Lincoln to figure out, and I'm sure nobody wants to see that. But I'm going to make you if you watch the channel, because that's what's on the agenda. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you next time.